Have you ever noticed some colors make you uncomfortable? Some colors pull you in. Some colors make your breathing change. Your heart beats faster. And for just a moment, for no reason at all, you want to disappear into that color. Or the complete opposite. You want to run from that color, get away from it, pretend you never saw it, like that color knows something about you that you do not even know about yourself. What I am going to show you today is going to shake you. But before we start, you need to understand something. This is not a game. This is not entertainment. This is an excavation. We are going to dig into the deepest layers of your subconscious and pull out a truth you have been hiding from yourself for years. Maybe decades, maybe your entire life. I am going to show you 5 different colors. Each one represents a different psychological truth. Each one carries a different subconscious message. Each one reflects a different state of mind. And the color that pulls you in, the color that makes your heart race, the color that makes you uncomfortable, that color is going to tell you something nobody has ever had the courage to tell you. Are you ready? Because once you look at these colors, once you see what they are showing you, you cannot unsee it. The veil lifts, the illusion shatters, and you have to face something you have been running from your whole life. But first, I need something from you. This content takes days to create, hours of research, hours of writing, hours of trying to understand the human psyche at its deepest level. If you want us to keep creating this for you, hit that like button right now. Subscribe to this channel. Leave a comment telling me which color speaks to you. That is all I am asking. You get the truth, we get your support. Fair exchange, right? Now close your eyes for just a moment. Take a deep breath and imagine this. You are standing in a dark room. The only light source is 5 colored windows in front of you. Each one is glowing with a different light. Each one is vibrating with a different frequency. Each one is calling to a different part of your soul. Are you ready to look? Then let us begin. The first color is crimson. Deep, intense, almost bleeding into black crimson is the color of something boiling inside, something waiting to explode. And if this color is calling to you, your subconscious is screaming something at you. The person drawn to crimson usually looks very calm, very controlled, very balanced. People look at you and say, "You're so calm." They say, "You never get angry." They ask, "Are you always this composed?" And you smile. You say, "Thank you." and something inside you burns, something boiling, something that wants to scream, but you do not scream, because screaming is dangerous. Screaming means losing control, and losing control, that is unthinkable. This crimson color is the color of your suppressed rage, the anger you have been accumulating for years, swallowing down, ignoring. The words you did not say, the screams you did not let out, the boundaries you did not stand up against. It is all there, inside the crimson, still boiling. And here is the most dangerous part. This anger does not disappear. It just changes shape. It turns into passive aggression. It turns into chronic fatigue. It turns into anger directed inward, into depression. Or worse, one day it explodes, uncontrolled, destructive, in a way you do not recognize yourself. The shadow side of crimson is destruction, the sudden eruption of suppressed, uncontrolled, misdirected rage. And what is left after that explosion? Guilt, shame, and the need to bury your anger even deeper. The cycle continues. If this is your color, your soul is asking you something. Who does that anger belong to? Who are you really angry at? Maybe your mother, maybe your father, maybe life itself, maybe yourself. And more importantly, what is the cost of acknowledging that anger, accepting it, expressing it? Because the cost of suppressing it is so much heavier.
The second color is gray. Not boring gray. Deep, thick, almost alive gray. Like morning fog, covering everything, softening everything, making everything the same. And if this gray is pulling you in, something is very wrong. The person drawn to gray usually says, "I am fine." Every time someone asks, "How are you?" "I am fine." "What are you feeling?" "Fine." "Are you happy?" "Yes, I am fine." But fine is not a feeling. Fine is the mask of nothingness. Fine is the polite name for not feeling anything at all. Gray is the color of emotional numbness. You do not feel happiness anymore, but you are not sad either. You do not feel grief, but there is no joy. Everything is the same. Everything is flat. Everything is gray. Life is playing like a movie, and you are watching that movie from the outside. You are not participating. You are not living. You are just maintaining your existence. How did this numbness happen? It usually comes after extreme pain. You suffered too much. You felt too much. You got hurt too much. And at some point, your psyche made a decision. Enough. We are not going to feel anymore. Because feeling means pain, and pain is unbearable. So all emotions got shut down. The good ones too, the bad ones too, all of them. But here is the problem. You cannot selectively shut down emotions. If you shut down pain, you shut down joy too. If you shut down fear, you shut down excitement too. It is all or nothing. and you chose nothing. The shadow side of gray is depression, clinical, deep, existential depression, losing the meaning of life, losing purpose, losing connection. You are just surviving, but you are not living. And every day you are getting a little more gray. If this is your color, your subconscious is begging you. Feel. Whatever it is, feel it. Even if it is pain. Because pain is at least real. Pain is at least alive. Pain is at least something connecting you to life. Gray connects you to nothing. Gray just erases. Slowly, silently.
The third color is purple. Deep, mystical, mysterious purple. The color of the night sky. The color of dreams. The color of the unknown. And if this purple is calling to you, you are a seeker. But what you are looking for is not in this world. The person drawn to purple usually does not feel like they belong to this world. They never have. You were different as a child. You felt things people did not understand. You saw things they did not see. You knew things they did not know. And over time, you learned to hide this difference, to conceal this sensitivity, to make this depth shallow. But you could not hide it, because a purple soul cannot be hidden. It always leaks out, in your strange interests, in your unusual thoughts, in your deep questions. People find you different. They find you deep. They find you hard to understand. And they are right, because you are not in this world. You are between two worlds, between the visible and invisible, between matter and spirit, between consciousness and the unconscious. The danger of purple is getting lost, losing connection with reality, losing yourself in spiritual seeking, missing the meaning in the search for meaning. Because what you are looking for is not outside. It is not in books. It is not in teachings. It is not in practices. What you are looking for has always been inside you, but you are afraid to look there. The shadow side of purple is escape. Escape from the world. Escape from responsibility. Escape from reality. Withdrawing from life in the name of spirituality. Becoming numb in the name of meditation. Losing yourself in the name of enlightenment. If this is your color, your soul is reminding you of something. What you are looking for is not a place, it is a state. And that state is possible right now, right here, in this body, in this life. You do not need to transcend to another dimension. You just need to be fully present in this moment, without escaping, without hiding, completely here. The fourth color is yellow. Bright, vibrant, cheerful yellow. The color of the sun, the color of laughter, the color of happiness. But if this yellow is pulling you in, something is off, because this yellow is not real. This yellow is a mask, and behind that mask is deep exhaustion. The person drawn to yellow usually makes everyone happy. You are cheerful, you are positive, you are energetic. People feel good around you. You make them laugh. You put them at ease. You solve their problems. And nobody ever asks, "But what about you? How are you? What are your problems? What do you need?" Because you do not let them ask. Because if the yellow mask falls, what is underneath? Darkness, exhaustion, emptiness. And you cannot show that darkness to anyone because you have to be the light. You have to be the sun. You have to illuminate everyone, even at the cost of your own darkness. Yellow is the color of fake happiness, the color of toxic positivity, the color of saying everything is fine when nothing is fine. And the longer this lie continues, the bigger the darkness inside you grows, because every suppressed emotion, every ignored pain, every swallowed tear accumulates in the darkness. The shadow side of yellow is collapse, sudden, unexpected, uncontrolled collapse. You looked strong for years. You stood up for years. You supported everyone for years. And one day, seemingly out of nowhere, you broke down. But it was not out of nowhere. It was years of accumulation. If this is your color, your subconscious is giving you permission. Drop the mask. Let yourself be tired. Let yourself be fragile. Let yourself be human. Because even the sun hides behind clouds sometimes, and that is normal, and that is healthy, and that is real. But to do this, you need to accept something. You are not responsible. You are not responsible for everyone's happiness. You are not responsible for everyone's well-being. Your only responsibility is to yourself. And to fulfill that responsibility, you first need to face your own darkness.
The fifth color is black. But this is not ordinary black. This is the kind of black that when you look into it, you see infinity. You see nothingness. You see the void. And this terrifies you. Because this black is not an ending. This black is a beginning. And that beginning is going to change everything. The person drawn to black usually stands at a threshold, between death and rebirth, between old self and new self, between known and unknown. And standing at this threshold is terrifying, because what you need to leave behind, no matter how painful it is familiar, it is known, it is safe. But what is in front of you, you have no idea. Black is the color of death, but not physical death, psychological death, ego death, the death of the old identity. And this death is as frightening as real death, because the person you think you are is going to die, and you do not know who you are going to become. This transformation process is painful. It is chaotic. It is dark. Old structures are collapsing, while new ones have not formed yet. Old beliefs are shattering, while new ones have not crystallized yet. The old identity is dying, while the new identity has not been born yet. And this in-between period, this liminal space, can feel unbearable. The shadow side of black is suicidal ideation, existential hopelessness, the feeling that everything is ending. But this is an illusion. Black is not an ending. Black is a passage. There is light at the end of the dark tunnel, but to see that light, you first need to go through the darkness. If this is your color, your subconscious is telling you something. Do not be afraid. This death is not real death. This is transformation. This is evolution. This is growth. And yes, it hurts. Yes, it is scary. But it is inevitable, and it is necessary. Because the old self is not serving you anymore. The old identity does not fit you anymore. The old way of living is not nourishing you anymore. And resisting this death and rebirth cycle means living the rest of your life half dead.
So, there you have it. 5 colors, 5 different truths, 5 different subconscious messages. Crimson, showing you your suppressed rage. Gray, showing you your emotional numbness. Purple, showing you your spiritual lostness. Yellow, showing you your fake happiness. And black, showing you your fear of transformation. Each color represents a different psychological truth, a different pain, a different escape, a different confrontation, and the color you are drawn to is not random. That color is the voice of your subconscious. It is trying to tell you something, trying to show you something, trying to take you somewhere. Now I want to know, which color spoke to you? Which one made your heart race? Which one made you uncomfortable? Tell me in the comments, which color would you choose and why? What did it make you feel? What did it remind you of? What truth is it trying to show you? And remember something. The color you choose today might not be the color you choose tomorrow. We move through different phases, different struggles, different truths. Today you might be looking at crimson. Next year you might be staring at black. And that is not failure. That is growth. That is the journey. Because in the end, all 5 colors are showing you the same thing. They are showing you that the person you think you are is an illusion, that the self you have constructed is just that, a construction, a story, a narrative you have been telling yourself to make sense of the chaos.
And maybe that is okay. Maybe you do not need to find your true self. Maybe you do not need to discover who you really are. Maybe you just need to stop being who you are not. Maybe you just need to drop the masks. Maybe you just need to be real, no matter how complex, contradictory, and incomplete that is. The colors are not here to give you answers. They are here to give you questions. Questions that will haunt you. Questions that will disturb you. Questions that will change you. And those questions are more valuable than any answer could ever be. Thank you for having the courage to look. Thank you for having the courage to see. Thank you for having the courage to face yourself. And if you want to continue this journey with me, if you want to go deeper into the mysteries of the psyche, subscribe to this channel. Like this video, share it with someone who needs to see it, because this work only continues if you support it. Now go, look in the mirror, really look, not at the surface, not at the mask, but at whatever is underneath, at what is hidden, at what has been trying to speak to you for years. The colors are waiting, the truth is ready, and you are ready too, even if you do not think you are, even if you are terrified, even if you want to look away. Look anyway, because that is where transformation begins. In that uncomfortable moment when you finally see yourself clearly, when you finally stop running, when you finally face the reflection you have been avoiding your entire life. The colors have spoken. Now it is time to listen.